Number three, Iowa State men's basketball lost to Arizona last night, 86-75 in overtime. So what exactly happened? I apologize if I am looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. And was a huge game in terms of conference standings in the Big 12. Arizona is now 8-1 in the Big 12, while Ohio State's 7-2. Obviously, Houston's up in front at 8-0 as of right now. So the loser of the game has to find a way to make up the difference between them and Houston right now. Arizona was actually favoring the game, by the way, by 2.5 points. As you could tell, they clearly covered the spread. So in the first half, Arizona was up 34-30. Second half, Iowa State scored 41 points while Arizona scored 37. And when you look at the second half at the very end, all Iowa State needed was a stop on defense and they win this game. Because Caleb Love, around 2 seconds left, made a three-pointer assisted by Anthony Del Orso that forced it to overtime. So one more stop for Iowa State, they win the game. And as you could tell, in overtime, Iowa State only scored 4 points while Arizona scored 15, but there's obviously more to the game than that. That's why I'm just going to go last minute of the game or so and the stats. And of course, it's in terms of percentages, so it could have been really good defense and still made shots. And Iowa State only made like one shot in overtime because the other 2 points they got were free throws in the game in overtime. Yeah, the only made shot was with 4:28 left, really early on in overtime. And after that, they didn't score until 2:36 with 2 free throws. But even then, they were just tied at 75 apiece. And when it got to like 108 left, Carr Bryant made a three-pointer assisted by Toby Awaka. Apologize if I worked it out the first time. It was like 84-75 at that point. And Keyshawn Gilbert missed a jumper. Deshaun Gilbert got the offensive rebound. Around 3 seconds later, missed a jumper, and Toby from Arizona got the defensive board around 55 seconds left. Of course, Arizona did call a timeout around 38 seconds left. And Demarion Watson fouled, and Caleb Love went to the line around 31 seconds left and made both to make it 86-75. Curtis Jones missed a three around 17 seconds left, and Jane Bradley got the defensive board, and it was a jump ball won by Arizona around 3 seconds left, and they just called a game after that. Now, I do expect Iowa State to drop in the rankings. It's more like how much. And Arizona should receive more votes here. We'll see what both of these teams have in the next 5 games. But first, I need to go over the stats. And Iowa State didn't shoot the ball bad in this game. 43.1% from the field on 65 attempts. However, 29.2% on three-pointers on 24 attempts. They made 2/3 of your free throws on 18 attempts, 39 rebounds, 12 of those offensive, 12 assists, 7 steals, 4 blocks, 18 turnovers, 16 fouls, 7 points off the bench, and 4 double-digit scores. Okay, the non-double-digit scores combined for 8 plus 5, that's 13 plus 2. That's 15 points, so 60 points from 4 players. And one player that scored 60 points in this game had 8. While Arizona had how many bench points? 14 plus 14, that's 28 plus 3, that's 31 points. And 4 double-digit scores themselves. That combined for 14 plus 14, that's 28 plus 22. That's 50 right there, plus 17, that's 67 points. And 2 other players scored 6 more points in this game and combined for 16, 9 plus 7. And Arizona did shoot the ball a little bit better. 43.9% from the field on 66 attempts. So one more attempt and one more make in the game. For 34.5% on threes on 29 attempts, 81.8% on free throws on 22 attempts, 40 rebounds, 13 offensive, 19 assists, 13 steals, 4 blocks, 15 turns, 16 fouls. Now I'm going to go over like points out turnovers, points in the paint, and fast break points as well. Points out turnovers did favor Arizona on a 22-15. Fast break points did favor Arizona 17-9. Points in the paint actually favored Iowa State 38-32. And I know Iowa State's still without one of their starters that's a big guy that could shoot from three, in Milan Momcilovic, Momcilovic. Apologize if I butchered that, but you know who I was referring to, and the big guy that could shoot from three. So what's the next 5 games for Iowa State here? You got Kansas State at home on February 1st. February 3rd, you got to go on the road Kansas. But Kansas lost twice at home already. And I'm calling that a gettable game. Potentially. Even though that is on the road. Then February 8th, you got TCU at home. February 11th, you got UCF on the road. And to name one more game, is at home against Cincinnati on February 15th. Yeah, and when you look further down the line, they only play Houston one time, so they gotta have to beat Houston. But the problem is, it's at Houston. We'll see what happens in terms of the conference race for both of these teams. Well, Arizona, they gotta go on the road to Arizona State, huh? February 1st, so that's a rivalry game, and of course you can't take that lightly. Then you gotta go on the road to BYU on February 4th. February 8th, you got Texas Tech at home. February 11th, you got Kansas State on the road, and then you got Houston at home February 15th. So that is huge to get Houston at home. As long as you win the other games, and you could very well tie for the conference or even take the lead in the conference, assuming if you win all these games here and then beat Houston at home somehow. I mean, that's an if, because they have not lost a conference game yet, and their last conference loss was literally against Kansas from last year. But we're going to have to wait and see what happens from here. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button, and see you guys later on the road to Soon Square's ultimate goal. It's 1,000 more some money up this course like video. Comment video really helps YouTube algorithms so more people see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people could watch. And if you're watching and not subscribe, hit subscribe button, ring the notification bell as well.